Hello everybody, welcome back to Headphonics Plays The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. Today we're doing Level 2, Snake's Remains, and we'll see if we'll get it done today. Okay. So it's dark, so we'll probably want the Ember Seeds. Now in the first episode I mentioned that the Oracle of Ages walkthrough was a choose-your-own-adventure guide, and I still have a copy somewhere, so hopefully by the time I get around to playing that I've found it, so I can occasionally read excerpts from it to show, I guess, how good or bad it is depending on how you plan to use it. Kill all the ropes, and then you get a key. Okay, let's light some torches. Oh, there's a door. More ropes. There we go. Satisfied everyone's OCD a little bit. We got a compass. Only 6 more treasure chests to get. And one of them's an item, one of them's a map. But that's a little deceiving because not all the keys are in treasure chests. Okay, now. These blocks look like an arrow. It sounds different. We'll get that out. Holy moly, lots of singles. But not quite, they're all an undisclosed amount of money. And I apologize for the high-pitched noise that they give off. Or it might just be me who finds it unsatisfying to listen to that many count up at once. But we got like 150, maybe 200, somewhere around there. Oh. Go up this way. Anything we can do over here? Yes, there's a chest in plain sight. You got a key. Don't touch the big top of doom. And... Oof. It's too heavy to move. Okay, I'll be back eventually. Snake. Don't step on Snake, they are for cutting. Get my bombs out. Free bombs, free mystery seeds. Ooh, that slowdown. Thwomps and thwimps. The 2D sections are... Oh, nothing I can do here either. Dang. As I was saying, the 2D sections are some of my favorites. Because you can attack up, you can attack down, and they even have some level of gravity affecting them. Like if I were to kill a Keese up in the air and it had a drop, then... Come down here. Nope, no drop. But if it drops, it will actually drop to the floor, unless it's caught in, like, the wall or the ceiling. Replenish my bombs. Keep a mental note to come back to both these 2 rooms later. And that's why I find Keese annoying. They get in your way. Just in case that's blocked for this side, it probably was. Try to glean some health from these. No such luck. North we go, eh? Oof, it's heavy. Well, we can't get that yet, so let's go to the left. Oh, moblins across a pit. Come on. Ah. Come on. There we go. And while we're here, you got the power bracelet. Hold the button and press button to lift heavy objects. Well, now we got one of our two items that I tend to default to the B button at almost all times. Dungeon map. Oh look, it looks sort of like a snake. Almost. Let's quickly see if there's parts in here. No such luck. Oh well. Now we can go back this way. Okay, we were just here and there were no enemies. Why did they have to spawn in? And you can't even push the block till they're all defeated, so no point worrying about that. Get to the door. Okay. So, the other one takes us probably up to the tippy top if I had to guess. So, we'll quickly do that one first, see where it takes us on the map instead of choosing to forget. Oh, that was quite a failure on my part. Swinging in the complete wrong direction. Oh well. It's early enough that... Okay, let's quickly get through here again. Hopefully no keys get in my way. Now we can push these. And if you just leave them be, they roll back on their own. Okay, let's see here. Get that guy. 10 rupees, cool. Okay, I was right, we did come out at the top. I probably wanted the other one first, but if we can get to a halfway point, then we'll be golden. Let's just get this going. All the money we can. Now, one of the funny things I used to love doing as a kid was you could just try to pull. Makes the cutest of faces. Okay, yeah, I was correct. Boss, or mid-boss. It's a floor face. Oh. Oh. He's got a couple main attacks. Spawn spiders, which is your only way to get more bombs. I thought maybe we'd get to go without seeing the fire. Nearly. One hit away. Get that. Okay. Now, one improvement this game has over Link's Awakening Power Bracelet is you can just push those instead of having to equip your Power Bracelet. Okay, Pole's Voice, the little rabbit enemies. You can kill them with pots or bombs in this game. And for that reason, they tend to drop bombs. But if you run out of bombs in this room at the very least, they do give you these regrowing plants that are more likely to give you bombs. Oh yeah, I did the sequence wrong. Whoops. So if you go there, you go to a room where you'll need the boss key. But since we don't have the boss key, we'll have to backtrack a little bit. Namely, we'll have to go to the unexplored area on the left of where we are. Now, I've just said we need to go left, but I'm not gonna go left. clear out all the enemies, and go to the right. Sometimes you gotta go right to go left. Now I'm at full health, and hopefully I don't just let a snake sneak up on my back. I'm more likely to lose my hearts in this room. For some reason, I'm just not patient enough for those tops. Okay. Get my bracelet back out. Yeah, can't push them without equipping the bracelet, but you can push just individual pots. A feature you'll have to use later in the game. We're outside of the dungeon. And we got another seed. Level 2, Snake's Remains. Oh look, we're on the left-hand side there. Perfect. Kill all the enemies in this room, even though we don't have to. Now then. Oh look, a Deku Scrub. Greetings, here's a deal. 10 bombs, 30 rupees. No thank you. I think I've got enough bombs as it is. Now, this room looks relatively easy. Bomb the blocks, get to the chest. But it's not quite so simple. That chest is on a timer. If you take too long, the chest will disappear. Now, as a kid, I found this pretty difficult. Chest was on a pretty tight timer for me back then. But I think that's because I just often get stuck going to the other pathways because for some reason I couldn't remember, hey, this is the right way to go. And now we go like this, like this. Now there's two options. You go back in the stairway you came out of, or you just come down here, deal with the moblin, and go in here. Now I'm pretty sure some of the pods do have fixed spawns, like some of these will always be bombs, some of them will always be mystery seeds. That way you can always have a good chance of refilling what you'll need in the immediate area. But those ones only reset every time you go in and out of like a zone, not in or out of a room. So, well, it sounds handy to have them. Sometimes you can waste them. Now anti-fairies, hit them with the boomerang, they become fairies. That was a good show. Just bump right into them. Oh look, there's the last treasure chest. Well, away we go. Another time when keys can be quite dangerous if you're on those and they bump you off. Okay. Now then, I have a few options here. If I wanted, I could just go down here, do some convoluted stuff, work my way back. Or I just go like this. Kill the Pole's voice again. Too far of a toss. Wait. Rabbit face. There we go. Now, sadly, the hitboxes on these is pretty busted. There we go, back up to full bombs. That only took a lot longer than necessary. And now to go into the last room of the dungeon itself. While we're here, let's see what Mr. Owl has to say. When the mouth opens, attack from within, then superhuman strength will prevail. Now, one of my friends got stuck on this boss for a really long time because they couldn't figure out what to do. Now, having played Ocarina of Time, oh gosh, that was embarrassing. Having played Ocarina of Time, I went into this boss fight. Once I recognized the character, I knew what to do. So, even without the hint, I figured it out, but same can't be said for everybody. And you know what? That's okay. Some people wouldn't think to interact with the spikes because they never hurt enemies like at other instances in this game. Okay, friend. Open your mouth, open your mouth. Now you feed him the bomb and just pop. He has 2 attacks, that's one of them. The other attack is a charge attack. He more or less goes until he hits the wall and then does it again. So if you just cycle like that, it's a lot faster than going around the corners. And now he's dead. Grab your heart container. Make sure to put your sword back because otherwise you will probably forget. Refill your bombs and let's go get this this phantom hourglass. Gift of time, an essence of nature. Seeds sprout as seasons change with the gift of time. And that's Dungeon 2 down. Let's hear from the mockery again. Thank you, Link. I too received part of the gift of time. I just dreamt of Spool Swamp out west. Something is afoot there, but I can see no more. Okay, cool. We know where to go. West. After just coming from there. But there's a few detours I have to do first. Or one detour I want to do first. Get rid of you. Oh wait, that was Maple. Whoops. I'm just so used to not dealing with Maple, because I can't even get that way until it's winter. Oh. Now I'm just faffing about. Well, let's go hit this stump up here. Avoid the flowers, because they make my life pretty rough. And let's go get that heart piece. Get up to 2 of 4. Get out my shovel, one of the most useful items in the game. Because each spot you dig is a completely random chance to be an item. And some of those items are like 100 rupees. And that's just pretty handy. Okay, grab this guy. You got a piece of heart, that's 2 of 4. I know where I can get 3 of 4 in a couple minutes. Okay. Oh. But first, I've got some detours to do. Now we're coming back here, and hopefully, if I do the dance right enough times and haven't already screwed it up, we'll be back in a couple minutes with something interesting. So I'll see you then. So, we finally found the item we were looking for after I think 7 or 8 tries. All the other ones gave us gaseous seeds. We got a strange flute. It sure looks rare. Now this item is not necessarily required to beat the game. I say that because you will, if you don't do this activity, get a different one. Or you could go back to the holodrum shop and buy a different strange flute for, I think, 150 rupees. But I'll explain those when we get to them. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back this way. Get the bombs. And while we're here, let's go get heart piece number 3. Go up this way. Now there's one tile on this entire map where Song of Storms plays. And it's because of the windmill man. And we'll be back to deal with him later. Okay, there's one tile and one cave system. Oh, kids moved up to the north side. They say a princess named Zelda lives far away. I hope to meet her. I wonder if she dances as well as Din does. Okay, let's see here. We were told west, but if we go west there's the ocean and we can't go further that way yet, so I guess we'll check on our trees. Oh, it grew. You got a nut. A ring was inside. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna plant more at that spot. Ugh. Let's get seed number 2. Another ring. Now one of these does give you a heart piece. Okay, let's see. Nothing I need to do there, so we'll go up this way with the power bracelets since we just unlocked it. Stupid flower. So I don't take damage from that electricity, but I still do get knocked back. I see. While we're here, we'll get some scent seeds. Their smell attracts monsters and is useful like once or twice in the game. Spool Swamp, Blano's Gym. I guess we'll go see Blano. While we're here, just spin to dig some stuff up. Nothing worth getting. I'm the legendary champ, Blano. You want something? Then earn it in the ring. Will you bet 10 rupees? Okay. Here, you'll learn. Listen up. We trade punches till one of us gets knocked out of the ring, and no items. If you break the rules once, the next match is for 20 rupees. And no rings, only fists. Got it? Got it. You ready? Come on, come on. Now this boss is from Link's Awakening. They just made him a minigame. As long as you're constantly walking towards him and not walking around to the side that's outside the ring, it's pretty hard to lose. Your fists are golden, kid. You the new champ. Here, take these. You got Ricky's gloves. How do we know they're Ricky's and who is Ricky? Well, one thing that always bothered me about that is have to go back and re-equip your items. Nowadays, that's not so big a deal, but as a kid, I was a dumb kid. Super dumb kid. I didn't realize that they took my items off. Now, this area is the sometimes known as Natsu Plain or Natsu Highland, or in this case, Natsu River. Now, there's 3 different flutes you can get throughout the game. 1 you get by default without doing anything when you reach a certain plot point. 2 you get from the shop, as I said, 150 rupees. And then number 3 is the Subrosian dance, I think either 7 or 10 times. Each one corresponds to a different animal friend. The one you get by default in Oracle of Seasons is Ricky. Ricky is a boxing kangaroo with the whirlwind punches and can jump over single pits. I'm Ricky. Spool Swamp is my backyard. If you go south from here, then around and back up there it is. I'd go with you, but I can't do a thing without my gloves. A guy named Blano took them when I lost a match to him. Those are my gloves! You brought them back? Thank you! In exchange, I'll take you to Spool Swamp. Get in my pouch. Aw, yeah. Press A to punch or save power to unleash a tornado. I can also jump small holes or cliffs. Link just looks so cute in the pouch of a kangaroo. If you move toward a hole, I'll just jump right over. I can clear 1 hole easy. Give it a try. Can't clear 2. Okay. Can also punch the zappy boys without taking any damage. Nice and handy. Now, in your animal companion, you still take the same amount of damage as you otherwise would. Okay, let's see here. A cliff like that is 1 leap. I'll jump if you move up to it, so give it a try. Now, before we go, you can press B to get out of your animal companion, press A to punch, hold A, and then release for a tornado. Now, we're in Spool Swamp. We made it. Spool Swamp is up ahead. I'm going home, so you can find me there. See ya! Now, if you go back, Ricky will be back where we first found her, waiting for you in case you get either backtrack or get stuck, so you have to. That way you don't lose, or not lose, soft lock. Ouch. Watch where you're going. You just hit Maple, the Great Witch Syrup's apprentice. Oh my! That's one of those lone eggs that are all the rage with girls now. It's just that I'm looking for... It's just what I'm looking for. You're a boy, you don't need it. I'll give you my doll for it. I think that Link would probably rather have an egg than a ghastly doll, regardless of whether he's a boy or a girl. Eggs are pretty tasty. Can't do a thing with this doll though. And it gives me the chills just looking at it. This makes up for your bumping into me. See ya! Let's see. Tarm Ruins or Spool Swamp? Well, we were told to go to Spool Swamp, so I'll go. You got Pegasus Seeds, so make you as quick as the legendary steed. Open your seed satchel to use them. So these are the replacement for the Pegasus boots in this game. Okay, lots of water. Well... You want in the swamp? Well, actually, I lost the key to open the floodgate. I wonder what this lever does. Whoosh! We just cleared out his toilet and got the floodgate key. That's gross. Oh, that's where I left it. That should open the floodgates. You can get to the keyhole from that puddle outside. I see. And the puddle's drained too. Now then, since we just got the Pegasus Seeds, let's go... Oh. There we go. I was holding on to the button for too long, I guess. Push, 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 push. And we're through that side. Push. Man, if only we could swim, this would be so much easier. So we know that Sakura's to our right, and I don't really feel like talking to him yet, so we'll just open the key. And let all that water out of the swamp so that we can get to Dungeon 3. Just as Sakura predicted, the time has come when a new Power of Seasons is needed. This means you must find a doorway to the Subrosian land and go to the Temple of Seasons. Well, I guess we'll need to go to the Subrosian lands before we can get into Dungeon 3 here. So on that note, I'll see you guys next time, and hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!